We're streaming.
Doobie doobie doo.
Let me go make sure everything is good. There we are. We are live. We'll have to give it a few minutes and see if anybody comes in. If not, we'll just,
Give it some time. Give it some time.
be hanging out with ourselves.
I mean, that's cool too. We just watch video together.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, that's what we
that's what we
started.
do always.
That's what we started out doing.
Do you have a charger down here?
No, you can probably go get a charger.
Okay.
Be all right. I'll
Yeah.
sit here and talk to myself.
Okay.
Let me see if anybody's here yet. No, I don't remember how to break this up. Hopefully, somebody will join us soon. Tonight, we're going to watch the set. It's not second part, but we're going to watch the Haunted Nights video of the for our school to do kind of like a continuation. We just wanted to see what it would be like now that Sam and Colby own it versus the videos that were coming out before. We watched Amy's Crypt yesterday, and we're going to switch it up a little bit. And Megan will be back in a minute, and we'll be getting on that. What is that? No. Oh, seems like we might have dropped out there for a second. Mm, I don't know. I don't know who all's going to show up because we're doing this later than normal. Uh, so I don't know. We're kind of testing the waters to see what times work best. So maybe during the day is better. But Megan's just getting a charger. Ooh, how many things can we plug in to the computer? Isn't there a charger?
So they're all full.
Oh man,
Well, full. I tried.
we are taking up a lot of space over here.
A lot of electricity.
I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes, and if nobody jumps in, we'll just start watching.
Okay.
And anybody who couldn't make it can just watch this
Later.
later.
Yeah.
Thinking about rapids.
Rapido, rapido. What?
The weather stripping
Yeah.
around where it hits right here, right there,
Why?
so that when they hit it, it doesn't make a noise. I mean, it works good for everything else, but that.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me see if I can fix that while it's just us.
Okay. I think I got it. I realized my
Hopefully,
phone is almost dead.
hopefully somebody will join us. I need the interaction.
Just gonna be watching the video today.
Can you share that?
What do you mean?
Can you share that we're live?
Yeah. Armor.
Just drop stuff. That's
I
fine.
did. I did.
Well, so I've been while we have the time and we're just sitting here. I've been thinking about doing live every day.
Yeah.
If not every day, maybe once every other day, but as close to every day as I can get. And I've thought about going back and doing like watching videos with everybody that are informational videos of the locations we've already done in the past.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Stuff like that. Just maybe we'll learn something new
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't know before. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do something different. But yeah, if you're out there and you're with us, say what's up. This says it's not recognizing your USB. Is your phone charging?
Yes.
Interesting. Stop it.
It'll probably keep doing that.
All right. Well, yeah, I feel like maybe we just jump into this. Not really sure.
Hang on, hang on. Still doing the things.
My face is very itchy. I'm very dry. It's very dry. This cold weather change is
It's been
making me
okay.
very dry.
Yeah,
Mm, I forget how this popped up for me last time, the little YouTube ticker.
I know. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know.
We'll wait in this.
For sure.
Dude, what if I click this? Yeah, okay. Stop doing that.
Stop it. Hmm.
All right. I'm gonna flip the screen over here and get ready to start watching because you do have work in the morning and
I do. Very early.
I don't want to. Well, what is going on here?
What?
Oh, it's because that's the window I have open. Let me switch that over. Hey, that's better. But where are we? Where are we here?
I don't know. That's all you, baby.
I know. I'll figure it out. I don't understand, but when we switch between them, I have to click this other random thing that I had to figure out. I don't know why it should switch over seamlessly, but it's not.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to do.
I don't know either. Hmm.
So we'll set this up. So if you guys are watching in the future, I would just, skip ahead a little bit. We're just waiting for people to show up. Maybe I should start editing the beginning out.
Maybe. Can you?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can do anything I want.
Who knew?
Me.
Not me.
That's why I do this.
I know.
Mhm.
And not me. Trying to do it on Instagram, but it won't let me do it without like a regular picture. Can I not just do like a plain ass background?
Yeah, we can't have that.
Then I need somewhere else to plug it in. Or an actual charger that will reach. Is there an extra regular plug down here? Yeah.
Sure, this is riveting for everybody. Right now. Right. I unplugged the charger over here. Oh my god, that's annoying. There you go. Maybe for the next video, we'll remember to charge our phone. Now, if anybody's here, we're just waiting for Megan to work out her phone issues.
Well, I posted on Facebook. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I posted earlier.
Can have that.
Mm.
Oh, hey, Silver. What's up?
What's up, niece?
Hello, hello.
We are just waiting to see who all is going to pop in here.
I'm trying to get my shite together.
Trying being the optimal word.
Yeah, I'm here now. It's fine. Everything's fine.
This is what I don't understand. This gave me an option before.
Oh, I can see all the things that you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm switching between them pretty quick. Anyways, let's just go ahead and hop into this. I wasn't sure who was going to be. So, yeah, let's do this.
All right.
We are at the Farrar School in Iowa.
Farrar is one of the most haunted locations that I have ever experienced. People pass out and leave because of how scared they were of the different interactions and the changes in the energy.
It's like a singing almost, and then automatically goes off. Dude, and the flux goes off. Now it's behind you. What is that?
What up? What up?
What up, guys? It's been a sec.
Wait, where you guys at?
Well, right now we flew into Kansas City, but we're going to Kansas today.
Real quick, in case Joe comes on here, Joe loves these guys, and I think this is who he investigated with at some point. I think. Don't quote me
Okay.
on that.
All right.
I'm a little skeptical coming in just because of their connection to Sam and Colby.
That's fair.
So I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Joe, I love you, man. But I'm gonna be honest on how I feel. And right now that's kind of where I'm at. Their connection to Sam and Colby has me kind of on the fence about him at the moment.
Yeah.
And then Iola, Kansas.
Okay.
Iola.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Then we're heading.
Farrar?
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited.
Had you been there before?
No, this is gonna be our first time going.
Oh,
Really?
sick.
It's a sick spot. It's like definitely a lot more like active than we realized.
Yeah, dude, watching your Hell Week series, everything you guys had going on just throughout the entire school was nuts.
Yeah, dude. We realized that there was something that was watching us the entire time. We're not really exactly sure who it was. We think it could have been like a principal sort of spirit, or maybe something like evil in the boiler room. But it's an interesting place because there's a lot of like spirits there that really care about like the students or like the older students and like the school itself. But then there's also some darker, more negative energy as well. So it's like a war ground in a way.
Yeah, we've only done, I think, one or two other schools before, and nothing really with like that kind of darker energy. So it's going to be interesting, like you said, like kind of like a combo of two different things you got to be paying attention to.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
Joe.
you don't think like a school is going to be the most
Mr. Jojo
active
Tatum.
place ever.
Right.
Like, it's just like, oh yeah, like you don't really hear about them. So when we went into it, we were kind of like, oh yeah, this is probably not going to be as intense. But as you saw from the videos, it's one of the most active spots we've had.
Yeah.
And the main thing we were seeing is shadow figures,
Yeah.
which is really crazy. Like, we had multiple shadow figure sightings. Like you said, it feels like someone is always like right
Watching.
there watching.
Mhm.
Right. So with the cleansing too, like Colby, you had the thing in the boiler room that seemed like attached to you. The cleansing,
Thinking about
she cleansed it
skipping
from
ahead through
you,
all
but
this.
do you think it went back into Farrar?
Okay,
Do you think it's
I'm
still
down.
going to hang out like in the boiler room area? Is that something we should be aware of?
So this is what we found out. Hopefully it was like it ended up being cleansed from me, but we're honestly trying to figure that out right now. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
What's scary about Farrar is we learned that she wasn't able to close the portal.
Right.
And so even if that specific like evil entity that hopefully is gone, but possibly attached to me, like is gone from Farrar, that doesn't mean that there might be other negative like evil entities that can come in through this unclosed portal in the boiler room.
Right.
Other than this portal in the boiler room, why are people staying, and like who is the spirits that are actually there?
Right.
A lot of people think that there's these like triad of spirits that are still unnamed, but what we reference them as the principal, librarian, and the janitor. But we don't know like their names. We don't know necessarily how they interact with each other, but there seems to be like three dominant entities there.
I'm gonna give them a little bit of a pass on the portal thing because as we saw from before they owned it,
Mm-hmm.
people were already trying to push the portal
The
thing.
portal thing, right? Okay.
So as much as I'm scoffing and rolling my eyes, I'm gonna give them a pass on that because they're not the first person to say it.
Right.
They're just continuing it. So far, though, I haven't really heard them say anything outside of what was already said in the past.
I think they're kind
So-
of pressing a little more on a darker entity,
Well, it's Sam and Colby.
but like,
They don't go anywhere where there's no demons. It just
yeah. Well, they haven't even said that word. They just,
there will.
I don't know. They're kind of pushing on this like good and evil thing. Like the kids are the good,
Well, look,
and there's this super dark
the,
entity.
the reason I'm staying on the fence about this group in particular is because they went there. They could have capitalized and said, we caught demons at the school, but they didn't. They kept it simple. We investigated Sam and Colby's haunted school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give them that.
Right.
If you're a notable YouTube paranormal channel of any kind and you're going to go to Sam and Colby's school, you're probably going to have them in your video.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you? I would.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to boost rating. So I'm going to continue to give them the benefit of the doubt until I see something that I personally don't like. So far, they haven't said or done anything. They're just getting their information. But outside of them kind of hinting towards the possibility of something evil, which is not something you really ever hear, unless it's like click view stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really heard anything different yet.
No.
It's been the same thing that we saw yesterday in a video from a few years ago.
Right. And Silver, I kind of question the portal thing, but the portal thing for this specific location has been a thing for forever.
Yeah.
So
They've been saying it, but I've yet to see a video of anybody going here where they've caught something so crazy that it gives any credence to the idea of there being a portal here.
right. Exactly.
I don't even know if I believe in the idea of a portal, honestly. But if there is, there's nothing super wild that has happened here that would ever
Mhm.
make me think at this point that there would be one.
Right.
So I don't know.
Because
Sure.
that
Not
to me
counting.
is like a door in and out, in and out,
Yeah,
in
oh,
and out of
absolutely.
constant flow of spirits.
Yeah.
So
And we seem to get the stories about the same kind of
thing.
people here.
Right.
Even though people have claimed that there's like a revolving door of spirits, you still only hear the stories about the same ones.
Yeah.
The thing in the blow room.
I'm gonna cut you off. Something weird. It stopped screen recording.
Whoa!
It's not screen recording at all. Hold on. I don't know how much of it.
That's crazy.
I actually don't know how much of it actually got at all. Yeah, it had completely stopped. So we just did we just talked about it for probably 5 minutes already, Farrar and everything else that you guys have encountered there and what we might run into in the screen recording. I don't know if it got any of it. It's gone. It just stopped.
We have it on audio, but the screen recording just totally cut out.
Oh my god!
So all of the audio is there, but I think none of the screen recording is there at all.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never had that happen.
No. They recorded all the audio, but all of the video of it is gone.
That's super strange. What's weird about that? We were just talking about this. That so far we really don't know the actual origin or the entities' names that are here at the Farrar School, and I'm curious if that is something that
No.
they don't want out there. Like they don't want to be named. We've been like researching a lot into demons this year, and specifically like the more negative entities really never want to reveal their identity, their true origin and true identity, and maybe that's something that to have to do with that. But either way, that
Welcome back to the channel. We are at the Farrar School in Iowa.
Now, we're going to tackle this place alone at the end of the video, so guys, make sure you stay all the way until the end. But Sam and Colby challenged us to do a few things in tonight's video.
Yeah, as they said, they are trying to figure out who is here, who's haunting us. They have this triad of spirits. They're trying to figure out who the principal is, who the janitor is, who this librarian is. So they kind of tasked us with trying to come up with some names for them that we can give to them after the investigation.
So I'm excited to get inside and tackle this place, but I think we need to get inside and see who wants to talk to us here at the Farrar School.
Let's get in there. Let's start the walkthrough and see what we run into.
Good evening, guys. My name is Ivy, and I'm the general manager of the Farrar Schoolhouse. The school was originally built in 1921 and was a K through 12 school, and it serviced the entire community until 1953. It turned into a 4th, 5th, and 6th grade only, and remained a middle school until 2002 when it was closed for good. The cool thing about this building, in my opinion, is it was the center of the community of Farrar. It was the only building when it was first built that was a public location that had indoor plumbing. So a lot of places here, or a lot of communities had their meetings here. There were the local Labor Day picnic happened here, weddings, parties, funerals, all kinds of stuff in this building. It really was the center of the community, and I think that's part of the reason why we have a lot of activity is because it's such a positive hotspot for that energy. So this is the stairwell actually that one of our investigators and I heard someone laughing on the 3rd floor, It was her first night working here ever. And that was one of the first experiences she ever had in the building, was hearing a disembodied voice, and it was a woman laughing. So this is the counselor's office. A lot of people know it, it's the principal's office. People see shadow figures in here a lot. If we remember from Sam and Colby's Hell Week episodes, this is the room that they saw the figure in the thermal when they were down in the playground. Estes method in here is pretty wild. We get a lot of really interesting experiences with what seems like people that are confused, which is really interesting. It makes it for a really hard investigation trying to talk to somebody that's confused, especially when you can't actually see or hear them. So this is the library. It, for some reason, seems to be colder than most of the other rooms in the building, and we have absolutely no idea why. We've had several interactions with the flux device, the bell, and a lot of EMF devices as well, like the tripwire. Works really well in here. I don't know what it is about movement in this room. Hardly anything on a spirit box, but a lot of stuff, a lot of really intelligent responses with the REM pod and the flux device. This room,
Again, like I was saying yesterday when I was talking about like the cat balls and stuff, the spirit box, or not the spirit box, I'm sorry, the REM pod is another device that has been discovered to be easily tampered with.
Yes.
Apparently, every group carries walkie-talkie radios.
Yep.
And those walkie-talkie radios, their signal that they transmit interferes and will set off a REM pod.
Yep.
And it can be faked. I've seen a ton of videos on it, and it can be done from a pretty decent distance where you could be not even near it and it'll go off.
Like in a totally separate room, and you
Totally
just kinda
separate
click
room.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's just something to throw out there. So I'm looking for somebody to come up with something like real, solid.
Yeah.
I need to see photographic and even maybe auditory evidence that sounds legit.
Right.
I'm feeling I'm having less and less faith in all of these ghost hunting devices, because there's not that I'm saying that they don't work at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that there's too many ways to fake them, and unless you're there in person, you're not going to know what's real and what's being faked. No matter who it is. I don't care how good the person is or how trustworthy they are. Unless you're there in person, you will not know for a fact that they're not faking it.
Right.
And I have an issue with that.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Silver, was that better? We changed the volume of the video like halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't answer me, and maybe you didn't hear me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could turn it down more, but I don't want to turn it down too low. I got it about half our volume. So
is my personal favorite room in the entire building. So this room is also the center of the building. The auditorium's above it, the gym is below it, there's classrooms and the library on either side. I've had shadow figures in this room. I've had people pass out and leave because of how scared they were of the different interactions and the changes in the energy and the temperature. Estes method in the teacher's closet has been absolutely insane. It's really strange. It's completely empty, but it looks like, I don't know, it looks like there's something supposed to be in there. Yeah. It's completely empty, but it feels like someone's standing over you. It's the strangest thing, because there's this closet here. You don't get the same feeling from this one. It just looks, it's like dusty. That's about it.
That one feels weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know.
You probably never saw one of those things ever in your life.
I did. We used it in science class.
Shut up, really?
Deadass.
No way.
I mean, it was like 7th or 8th grade, like earth science or something.
Wow.
Antiques for him, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, the shadow figure that we saw was in this back corner, in this closet. Absolutely insane. Like, you could actually see the silhouette of a little kid peeking his head around. Awesome. Absolutely crazy. So this is the gym, obviously. We've had some pretty interesting activity in here as well. There was one night where our manager Mike and one of our investigators, Sonia, actually played Duck Duck Goose with a ghost. We have the tripwire around these chairs, and each node was in front of a chair, and they would have the ghost choose who they wanted to run around the circle by lighting up the one in front of the chair that somebody was sitting in. It's an incredible thing. Like, I have the video somewhere. That's crazy. It's absolutely insane. We get a lot of movement in the entryway, almost like someone wants to come in and say hi, but they don't ever fully walk into the gym. Like they don't want to disturb us or something. I don't know. And this is the boiler room. So down here is really interesting. There's a lot of heavy energy.
There's people who don't think about that kind of stuff, and then like people will reference like the Ouija board as this like his ancient spirit board, and it's not. You know, like
Right.
it's not even that old. It hasn't even been around for that long.
Yeah.
So I will
It's from Parker Brothers.
Yeah, I will fact check things like that. So I wanted to make because I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody reference when Duck Duck Goose was made.
No.
So
It's very
it seems modern to me.
great question.
The end, it was right around the beginning of, say, the 1900s.
Okay.
Toward right before it.
We have what we like to call the mimic. So it's a spirit that can mimic sounds and other people's voices. So it could sound like your grandfather saying, "Hello, I love you," and then say some super personal thing that only your family would know, and then say something that in that voice that is completely uncharacteristic of that individual. Absolutely insane. A lot of movement down this hallway.
If it wanted to get to me, it would be your voice saying, "What do you want to eat for dinner?"
Here we call it creepy hallway. Some people like to challenge themselves by sitting in a chair in that hallway and doing the Estes method. There's movement. Sometimes people hear scratching behind them, which is terrifying. And people say that out of anywhere else in the boiler room specifically, that's the one place where people get touched. So that's
Exciting.
That's fun. Yeah.
And this is where, when Colby did his solo, this is kind of where he was affected, right?
Correct. Yes. Yep. He was in a chair right next to actually the entryway to Creepy Doll Room, or not Creepy Doll Room, Creepy Hallway.
so creepy.
Fun.
I don't.
Little
Just sound like
Easter
whatever
egg.
you want.
That's the rope. Yep.
That's the rope he used? Mm-hmm. Neat.
I like to leave it here for guests, so like it's like a cool thing that they can see. Like, if they're big fans, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's actually really cool that you still have that." And we have got a few other Easter eggs that we like to show guests as well.
Are we allowed to use it?
Just because
Sure.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask before we do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I typically don't let guests use it, but I know you guys are going to respect my stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I just asked to do that. That was a bad idea. Why would you do that? We're editing that out.
It didn't happen.
How can we find you? Where can people book if they want to come to Farrar?
FarrarElementary.com. And our Instagram is where we post a lot of the stuff that we capture during our investigations. It's Farrar Elementary. You'll find us. It's a picture of the school.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
And I guess about that time.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Enjoy.
Maybe debunk some things.
Yeah.
All right, so we're heading up to Miss Martin's room right now. This is a classroom that is said to have a lot of activity, guys. So we're gonna set up some equipment in there and see who we can make contact with.
Yeah, they have a bunch of equipment at the school you can use. So since we were flying, we didn't travel with everything either. We do have a dead bell, which is pretty cool. It's like an EMF detector that actually has a ringing bell. And we got an old music box back, guys. Ours are all broken and gone, but we do have one now. So let's get in there, let's set these up and see if we can make contact with whoever may be in here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna put the bell on the desk.
Yeah.
Like a teacher's bell, you know?
We are also very close to the library up here, so
Right.
maybe we can try to make contact with the librarian up
Right.
here, try to get the name.
Okay, so the bell is on the desk. I'm gonna put the music box right out here in the hallway as well.
Okay, I'm gonna set the REM in the back of the classroom.
The bell just went off.
Oh, I thought it was you.
No, I'm over here.
Can you set that off again, please?
Remember that Isaac.
Is the
Ring that bell?
librarian?
She had one of these, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
It's already going off.
thank you so much.
I didn't even get to put this down yet.
It's just still.
Is the librarian up here?
That's crazy.
Are you willing to talk to us?
Again, though,
It's so.
wouldn't you want to do an EMF sweep of the room before you put
First?
down an EMF detector?
Absolutely.
I don't know if this place has power, so I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that would be to not be able to for people not to be able to debunk it or even question it. I feel like they should have done an EMF sweep of the room first.
Absolutely.
You know, just something to think about.
Cover your bases.
Yeah.
So quick.
Can you see us?
Yeah. Or watch it.
It's very
Two people.
been very
One.
consistent
Yeah.
until now.
Okay.
Do you like that we're here to talk to you?
It would mimic you and your mom.
Oh.
Crazy.
That's really creepy. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think one of your mom's voices.
Oh, did you hear that?
What was that? Yeah.
That was in the hallway.
You can say that. That's your sister.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, did you hear that?
What was that? Yeah.
That was in the hallway. Oh, did you hear that?
What was that? Yeah.
That was in the hallway.
I didn't even set up the REM pod yet.
Hello?
What?
I think because they're getting so
There's like a whole bunch of
they
movement.
should have done it
And that's still going crazy.
Agree. Or like cut it
It's like
off,
bringing more now
do
that we're
this
out
one,
here.
Yeah.
And then do it
But
again.
yeah, I mean, they could pick up and do an EMF.
I said yes. Yes, it is. What is that?
That sounds like it's upstairs.
Yeah, for bug bite.
Can you make that noise again? Not that one.
Touch it.
Is the principal upstairs? Is that who we're hearing? If it is, can you ring that bell? If you're in the room? That was that way this time.
Yeah. It sounded like a footstep.
That was on this staircase.
Yeah. Hashtag surrounded, as per usual. Two again.
Two dings like that?
Wait, are there two of you up here right now?
Do people
Let's do this. Can we do
actually
one
use
ring for
hashtag
yes, two
in
rings for
real life
no?
Conversations.
Obviously.
Do you understand that?
Hashtag facts.
No. Stop
Okay.
it. Stop it right now.
All right, so let's
I didn't set up the REM
That's what I mean.
pod.
There's noises going off. That bell's already going off. Let's finish setting our stuff up and try to focus on whoever this may be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it towards. Do I want to put it towards the main staircase or like down the hallway?
Here, actually, can you ring the bell? Where should we put it? Do you want it towards the staircase?
There's 3 staircases.
Main staircase.
Ring the bell if you want it towards the front door.
Yeah, but that would be super creepy.
Ring the bell if you want it towards this staircase that I'm pointing at. Ring the bell if you want it towards the one where all the noises are coming from.
Now it's behind you. What is that?
That literally sounds like somebody walking.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't care because they're in there.
Right.
I'm gonna put it here for now, facing this main staircase.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah, sure, sounds
Correct
great.
answer, I guess. Yeah.
It's gonna calibrate. Been a long time since you heard one of those on the channel.
Yeah. Oh. No way, dude. No way.
Right after we just said it was behind me.
How is that real?
Can you step away so it stops making that noise?
All these things are really cool. I just don't know how much they can put
Can you step back?
in. Interesting, though.
Thank you.
Are you coming up?
I'm also pretty sure because this is a sensor, there's windows right there.
Mm.
They're standing directly behind it. I wonder if the
Their
sensor,
reflection.
their reflection is causing this to happen.
It's very smart.
So,
Yeah.
I can't, I know somebody's,
maybe not.
I know somebody's tested this before. I can't remember the outcome. But I would maybe try it. I don't know, to do something to try in a different direction. I don't know. Just try something different because I feel like that's a possibility.
I think maybe do it towards one of the sides of the staircase and kind of point it across the stairs
Yeah.
at a wall,
Just maybe not directly at it and
like
then
going
stand,
straight to the window.
or even just
Right.
don't stand directly behind it.
Yeah.
So that way your reflection has no way of
I mean, they're
coming in contact.
pretty massive windows. Probably just moving it would be better.
I I I still think it'd be effective if you just step to the side.
Mm.
You know, so that way you're not in line.
Right.
There's nothing there.
I don't understand.
Step back for a second so it stops, okay? Thank you.
Can you come join us in Mrs. Martin's room? Just come up the stairs.
Walk right by us and go in and ring the bell if you can. It's on the desk.
Just standing there, menacingly. Like, Ashley, what is going on right now?
There's nothing there.
No. Okay, can you stop this one and then go ring the bell in Mrs. Martin's room, room 205?
I want the bell to go off.
It could be residual though. It
Right.
could be like the kids or somebody coming up and down the classroom, the hallway.
Because this served the whole county
Right.
originally.
Right.
But then that goes against you talking to it.
Again, come upstairs and go into the room and stop and ring the bell.
I don't understand. Here, I'm gonna step into the room, see if they follow us maybe.
Come on in. We're gonna come in here.
Because one thing Sam and Colby had during their Hell Week is that a lot of the spirits here didn't seem to trust them or like them.
Right.
Is that the case? Can you ring the bell if that's still the sentiment you have? That's just still going.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try setting up the REM pod in the back of the class.
Who's out here?
I don't know the fact that they went so long.
Bell.
It's not their reflection.
First time that's gone off.
In a while.
Couple minutes, yeah. All right, so I just added another device in the back of the class over here.
Come on, come in the room with us. We have more devices in here. And then automatically goes off.
I don't know what to think about this place. We just got here. The first 3 devices we set up, they go off immediately.
And we said, can you step away from that and come here? We got new devices set up and that immediately goes off.
Right.
Did you just come in from the hallway? If you did, can you set off the device on the desk? The one with the red light?
Ghost.
Are you,
Who is in the corner? That's the spooky
what
corner.
was that? That just sounded like a footstep.
Yeah.
In this like corner. Why is there a
Through that floor.
bed frame up there?
A bed frame?
That's like the headboard, it looks like. What are we doing, guys?
We're already having crazy activity and we just started, guys.
Hello?
Too young to know what that is. I guess.
Music box stops.
Yeah.
Everything's silent now. It's like it went out of the room or something. I don't know. You know what's interesting? It stopped when you brought them up. You said they didn't really
Sam and
trust Sam and Colby.
Right.
They didn't like them.
As we're worrying.
Sorry.
Sorry about it.
You know what I mean? No, like you bring them up
Everything
about how they don't like them and how they don't necessarily trust them.
Right.
Everything dissipates. Silence.
Yeah.
If you don't want us to bring them up, set off one of these devices. And the music box goes off. And the music box goes off.
Thank you so much. Okay, we won't bring them up anymore, okay?
That's unlikely.
Well, we'll try not to.
They own the building.
Is that okay?
Gonna kind of have to be.
Or are you still mad that they're the new owners of the building?
You can trust them. They're good people. Not that they can take our word for it. They don't know us either, but
Right.
they're trying to figure out who's here. They want some names so they can address you appropriately.
Appropriately.
They want to be able to call you by your name.
Same with us. We don't come here with ill intent. We're not trying to keep you awake. We're not trying to disturb you. We love the history of this location. We would love the opportunity to be able to speak with you.
We would love to get your name so we can give that to them so they can talk to you by name.
Appropriately. Everything just stops though. Which validates everything though.
Right.
It's not
Right. And we just said, okay, is it because we brought them up and that, and then that goes off again. That's when
Right.
the music box goes off again.
it's not like this is like a huge EMF hotspot and it's just constantly going on.
Right.
I just wanted to make note of that.
Well, and the music box is motion. It's got to be something breaking the field of the front of the music box.
Right.
I agree.
And it does that, all that, and then stops.
Stops, yeah.
And then only starts again when we say, oh, that's probably why it stopped, is because we brought them up. Does that upset you? And that goes off.
Right.
In the reflection.
What a crazy start to that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll smooth things over.
Yeah. Are you still here with us? Can we continue the conversation that we were having?
Stuff like that.
I'm sorry if I upset you asking that.
Well, just to see what'll actually set it off.
Like I said, we would love the opportunity to continue speaking with you.
And that's back. Okay. All right.
What just lit up behind you? What is that?
The temperature? It's picking up a temperature fluctuation.
Right.
In a
Closed off
room. There's no airflow in here.
Right. Oh,
And the music box.
So now everything's going off again.
After we started apologizing.
Right.
Because there's two bodies.
Do you want to have a conversation with us? Yes.
That scared me.
Okay.
I'm not used to that bell.
No. All right. That's great. We want to have a conversation with you. And now a bigger temperature fluctuation.
So of 5 degrees or more.
Right. So again, all three things, but they're doing it differently this time too. It's not simultaneously, it's not constant. That's doing temperature instead of EMF.
It's almost like they're kind of like testing the water.
Right.
Join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game War Thunder has received a major update.
If we use another device that should be able to record your voice, can we have your name? Will you give us your name? We're trying to figure out who maybe the janitor is, the librarian, the principal, or anybody else who may be here. What was that?
There's movement in the hallway.
Yeah, it sounded like almost like ruffling too, like ruffling, rustling.
Or how about this? We've been told that the principal's name may be Frank. Is that true?
If your name is Frank, okay, and
That's
it goes
incredible,
off.
dude.
That goes off.
Thank you so much.
So they were right with that. That's what one of the names I got for the principal was Frank.
The unnamed people that we talked to earlier.
Right. Oh. Shit. They're onto us. Is Frank in the hallway? If he is, can you set off the music box, Frank? Temperature behind me.
Right.
Is Frank in here with us? If he is, can you set the bell off on the desk? If the principal, whose name is Frank, is in here. Holy actual shit, though.
Holy actual shit.
That's crazy.
Frank, thank you so much for allowing us to come into the school.
Frank is the principal.
I hope you can see all the names on the chalkboard of all these people that have come through this location
What they were saying was
to learn more about you and this location.
Think about it though, like when was the last time, like an actual, like one of our last investigations where we had intelligent device activity?
Which you point to a device and it goes
That's what
off.
I mean, like this on cue, like on spot when we ask it to.
Right.
Multiple devices too.
I'm not going to say I think they're faking. I definitely think that they're beefing it up a little bit. Because is it really intelligent just because you're getting a random
EMF spike.
every now and then, it's not constant.
Mm-hmm.
What about all the questions that you've asked and nothing's happened? And I'm not as excited about it as they are apparently, because to me, I don't feel like it's intelligent response.
Right.
I feel like it's random response.
Agreed.
And I feel like a lot of, not just these guys, but a lot of people who do these kinds of videos, there needs to be like control questions, just like throw out ridiculous things
Absolutely.
and see if it agrees or disagrees, right?
Mhm.
Or wait, time it, or something, just something to try to like do a control in like in the experiment of like, is this going off randomly? Is it seem to be going off at the same time?
Mhm.
Is it going off if I say something ridiculous?
Because if you think about it, an investigation, it is an experience or an
Experiment, yeah.
experiment. Sorry, but
And an experience.
yeah, that too. But it's not it's not a specific thing every time, and nobody knows exactly how to do it. And there's so many unknowns
Mhm,
that there should be more of it experimenting
mhm.
and things like that with it, and having controls and things like that play into it, I think, greatly.
Yeah, I I couldn't agree more. I just feel like there could be more done, but just saying because you got a bell right after you finally said something does not make it you're getting a ton of intelligent responses. It
Right.
just doesn't.
Right.
And this is something a lot of channels do. This
Hmm.
isn't me just picking on them.
Yeah.
This is I see it all the time, and it bothers me.
Yeah. Silver agrees too.
Yeah.
Right.
Not sporadic. Okay.
Now
Okay.
everything's going off.
There's
Thank
no reason for that.
It's been sitting there for what? 15 minutes already out there?
Frank. Wait, he's in here, right?
Right.
Who's in the hall?
To be determined.
Can you step away from that so it stops making that noise? You can step into the room. Can you please step back?
Or, remember what Sam and Colby were saying?
What?
The negative thing that hangs out when the principal or parts of the tree are
They
here.
all leave,
Right.
right? Because they don't care about any of the other stuff. They only care about their students.
Right.
They care about the students that were here and that are still here.
Right.
So is that thing just standing out there staring at us?
Right. That's what I mean.
Frank, if you're still in here with us, can you ring that bell on the desk?
I refer to it as Frank without
Just to let us know
knowing
that you didn't
that there was
abandon
an
us in our
actual
time of
Frank
need.
who was a principal there.
Temperature again?
But it's not going off.
No.
That's what Colby said. He
Yeah.
said he won't go down to the boiler room.
It goes away.
Right. That's not good.
It's like they're not even really investigating. They're just going off of what Sam and Colby said. I hope at some point they should go in there and not worry about what Sam and Colby said and just do their own
Ask
investigation.
their own questions. Start from scratch.
Yeah, because it seems like
Yeah.
everything they're doing and saying goes back to whatever Sam and Colby said. And
Right.
I know they're friends and um they're trying to use their YouTube connections, to build their channel. But like there's some of us that we want you to do it your way, because nobody knows whose way is the right way.
Yeah.
So if you're just going to go in and do everything Sam and Colby did, what makes your investigation unique?
Hmm. And is it right? Could you get different answers? Could you find out more things? Could you find out different things? Like,
Yeah.
there's, again, there's no right way to do anything. So if somebody says something, it doesn't mean it's fact.
Yeah, it's paranormal. It's
Yeah.
abnormal. It's not the normal. So we've got to figure out how we make it normal or how we figure it all out. And I just think if you're going to go in there and only rely on what somebody else tells you, then what's the point of even going in there?
Not for me. Whoever's out in the hallway, can you please step away from that? So it stops making that noise. It stops playing music. Again, there's no reason for that to randomly start picking up again.
Right.
And now just to hold steady.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
Right.
It's pointed at a wall.
Yeah.
And
An
this is
open
still
staircase.
having a massive temperature change.
Right. It's picking up a huge gust of wind in an enclosed.
And the bell.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
So Frank, if you're still in here, just confirm with me right now, please. Can you ring the bell on the desk right here to confirm you're still in here?
I don't know why that's going off. So
There's no reason.
I want to go reset it, but not if the scary thing's out there.
Right.
Scary thing, is that you?
Scary thing.
He didn't answer. I'm gonna go out there.
Yeah.
It is.
Very
Hey,
proud.
Frank,
I was trying to hold it.
Mr. Principal. I don't know how to be more respectful.
Sir, I don't.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Your Honor. The Honorable Frank. He's gonna hate us.
Yeah, he's not gonna like us.
Yeah. Gave us a second chance after we brought up their names.
I don't think I ever got sent to the principal's office.
I didn't either. Unless I was getting like an award.
Shit.
Not to flex or anything, but wait.
Oh,
Hey, let's go.
Frank said you're not getting a reward.
Oh. Come on, Frank.
He said, it is your honor.
The Honorable Frank.
I'm gonna reset this for a second. If I get dragged down the stairs, well,
I'll film you just in case. But that's one thing too. We're in here joking, and
Right.
that was one thing they warned us about. He was very strict.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Just throw it out there.
Sorry.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
they're right.
We've seen Haunted Nights before. Do you remember?
I do remember.
It was in a Exploring with Josh
Yep.
years ago. They have become much more YouTubey, if you can pick up what I'm putting down.
100%. Yes.
They didn't, and I mean I get it. I do understand it. I mean it's got them over 100,000 subscribers. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
good for them.
Yeah.
But for us people who did like them more before,
Mm.
it's making me like them a lot less. And it's making them just seem like all the other YouTubers that I don't like or trust.
Yeah.
It's just
Silver. Scary thing.
I just
If you're out there.
I feel like I'm too old. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
I feel it definitely comes across for more of a much younger audience
Yeah.
who clings on to that over the top kind of thing. And for paranormal investigating, that's not it for me.
Yeah, and this is like the thing that we've been trying to not find. We want to find more. I mean, look, if this is working for them, that's fine. Like what I'm saying here does not lend to them being fake or anything.
No.
I just don't like the style of how they're doing their videos, but
Mm.
how I feel, that doesn't matter to them anyway. It matters to me because this is our channel. But I would prefer if they were still like they were a few years ago.
Agreed.
Because
Real.
it felt more real and more professional and like
Professional, I think, is the
yeah.
much better word. Yeah.
But just some of the phrases and stuff and just I'll die on this hill too. I'm sorry, but there's parts where they're definitely acting.
Like I am all for being yourself on the channel. Like we kind of started our podcast kind of holding back and
Yeah.
things like that just to kind of test the waters and stuff. And now, we're more we are much more ourselves
Well,
here now.
it's hard because like I know on
So I
YouTube
get it.
if I acted like this, maybe more people would want to watch us, but I don't want to have to be somebody I'm not.
Right.
I don't want to have to pretend. So like if you like us, you'll like us until the day we stop doing this. But if I start acting like that, and what if I just can't keep it up or it's just not me? I would rather just be myself. I mean, and hopefully, people will come in and hang out with us and watch videos and stuff. But if they don't, they don't. But don't ever want anybody to accuse me of being fake. And I mean,
Right.
I've seen how, I don't know if I've ever seen the other guy. I've definitely seen this dude, Steve, because he was the face of Haunted Nights back then. And
Yep.
he didn't act like this.
Absolutely.
And it bothers me. It really bothers me.
Wasn't he like leading a tour?
Yeah, it was a mansion. I forget the name of the
I
mansion.
do too, but it was in that Exploring with Josh video.
Mhm.
And then he was in an episode later or a video later doing an investigation with them.
Yeah, it was like an abandoned warehouse or something.
Yeah.
And that video, I will say, I remember that video. That video did seem real.
It was
And
a really good video. I
they
do
caught
remember
a
that.
lot of weird stuff on that video.
Yep.
And I really liked that video.
Mm-hmm.
But this just doesn't. This to me, honestly feels like an advertisement for the Ferrari School. That's what it feels like. So I don't know. We'll see how much I can get through, but at this rate, I might make it to the hour mark. I don't know.
All right, let's go.
I'm struggling.
And let's say that is whatever this darker thing is that's here. And it comes up and it's just, because maybe you just realize we're here, right? This is the first room we've investigating. They hear us up here. They hear this other stuff going off. It comes up and it's standing out. Why is he in here?
That's insane. Hasn't gone off for how long? Are we on the right track?
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe he comes up the stairs and that's why all this other stuff starts to cut out.
Right.
Is whatever is more negative and is from the basement in the hallway right now? If it is, can you set off this bell again to confirm that? Whoever's in here.
Scary thing?
Just to let us know that that's what's going on. It came up to check us out.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view.
You're getting that ad revenue in.
What'd you hear?
It was,
Change the battery.
And then it goes off.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a Demogorgon from freaking Stranger Things. It was like guttural.
That's
like,
not good.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know how. It echoed down the hall.
I literally didn't hear it, but then is that what came up and you hear that and that's that what came up and then it goes off again?
Do you have Demogorgons here? Is that a thing?
You guys didn't tell us about Demogorgons.
Stranger Things, a documentary. Did I just hear something in the hallway? That guttural.
I just heard something.
I didn't hear that one. What'd you hear?
That one sounded like a not necessarily a growl, but like a
That's
like
what
a-
I heard. It was
like a not an X. I don't know how to describe it.
like clearing phlegm.
yeah, almost like clearing your throat.
Yeah.
To investigate something.
That's what I heard.
That one sounded like it came from the stairway.
Yeah.
So far, it's just not for me.
Yep.
But why did I hear the first one? You didn't, and then you heard the second one. I didn't. I don't know. Are you excited for us to split up at the end of the night?
If in here is the principal, let's say, and it is Frank, he probably wouldn't care that we split up, right? Because like, if he doesn't go in the boiler room, he doesn't go down there, then that has no
Not his
effect on
problem.
him, right? And again, they said he doesn't care about anybody here but the kids that were in the school.
Right.
He doesn't care what we do. See, he hates us.
Do your thing, man.
So, you know what I mean? That makes sense, though.
Right.
That is a wild first room to walk into.
Guys,
3 different things going off already.
Yeah.
Intelligently, too.
Right.
And following the same storyline of what we were told.
Right.
That never happens.
No. I feel like Ivy was like trying to downplay it a little bit just in case, but
Right.
that was insane. She's
Right,
like,
she's like-
sometimes it's residual, but
Right.
it's like,
yeah, she's like, I've had some weird stuff, and this is one of her favorite rooms.
Right.
She's like, yeah, it's pretty active, but like, sometimes we have quiet nights, yada, yada, yada.
what is this?
That's what I mean. Like our very first room, immediate intelligent activity with all of the equipment. Again, the exact same storyline that they told us on the call.
Right.
Principal named Frank, doesn't care about anybody but the students. This darker thing that sometimes lurks around, when it shows up, the principal and them just kind of leave. He's been very, very quiet since then. Maybe a couple answers, if
Right.
it's even still him. I don't know. That's
can't
crazy.
believe it.
I think so. I mean, Mark 1 on the list, right? Like I think Frank, it was a principal here at some point,
Right.
or is the principal that is the part that they are experiencing here in the triad that they call. I think Frank. I think that's a pretty solid answer.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go upstairs.
You tell me, for all the money that Sam and Colby have, and they have discovered there's a principal named Frank, they have not gone down to town hall and pulled the records.
Mm.
Why has nobody done that? That's made a video. Like, discover for yourself. Has there actually been a principal named Frank there? And did he die at the school? Because I feel like that would make a difference.
I don't know. I feel like
I haven't watched a
don't
video
know.
in a long time that hurt me, like until tonight. And like, I'm dying here. I am dying. Like, I'm trying to get through it because this is our live video and we said we would do it, but I am dying here.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And to me, the way they are coming across is like they're trying to seem excited, but they're not. You know what I mean? They have
Yeah.
that like excited, but kind of dead behind it at the same time.
Mhm.
I'm struggling. I'm sorry, Joe. I know you love these guys, and because you're a Patreon, I want to be like, bro, I'm totally behind this, but I'm having a hard time.
I feel like the earlier things that we've seen were way better.
Well,
and way different.
When I had high hopes when he said that he liked these guys, because I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I've seen them before.
Right.
I like them too. But I haven't watched them since then, and I don't like where they've gone.
Yeah.
They used to be more entertaining when it seemed more realistic and like they weren't trying to. I'm not saying fake. I'm not saying they're faking, but I'm saying they're not trying to like build it up.
I know exactly. You're saying it was better when it felt like a true investigation as opposed to a YouTube video.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hurting me. It's hurting me deep.
Oh,
It's hurting me deep. I'm struggling.
Let's go to the council room area. Let's do an Estes session. We'll start with an Estes session up there. We can always split off after and keep going in the hallway. Let's see if we can figure out these other names. Figure out the librarian. Figure out the janitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think an Estes would be a cool way to do that. We can run Spirit Talker while we're doing it. Maybe bring up a couple other pieces of equipment, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's get into it, Scott.
I watch it move every like 2 minutes.
I can't keep still. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, so we moved up now. We're on the top floor. I'm sitting in the counselor's office. I'm going to go under for this Estes session, see if we can make contact with either the janitor, the librarian, or Frank, the principal, who we've run into already. Dylan is down there in the hallway. He's got a couple things set up that he's going to show you, but I'm going to go under, and we'll see what we can get. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so just down the staircase here, we have a flux device set up. So basically, if anything interferes with a 2-foot radius on either side, it'll show that. Also picks up temperature variance. I have another flux down here at the end of the hallway. There's like a footstep. Hello? I was gonna say there's another flux right here. In the creepy doll room where they hear all the movement, dude. I totally forgot about that. That totally just clicked when I looked into the room and saw all the creepy dolls. Okay, awesome. Steve's up in the counselor's room. Is it this one? Yes, dude. In the creepy doll room, the flux just got set off. Thank you, I think. Oh, it got set off again. My friend Steve is in the counselor's office. If you give him your name, he's going to repeat it so
The way he said that,
I can hear.
It went off again. It's like it felt like how I would.
I know it probably sounds kind of silly, but most of the time we can't see you, and most of the time.
Help him?
Again, it's pretty spooky.
Help him?
Wait, flux capacitor.
Are you saying that someone in here needs help, or are you saying
Right.
someone needs to help me? Can you clarify that a little bit for me, please? As I said just a minute ago, my friend Steve over there is up in the counselor's office.
In this video, has 227.
Oh, the flux over here go off?
Cool.
We don't mean you any disrespect.
That's him?
That's him. Yo, the green light facing the staircase, down the stairs where we just came from. Is that the principal? Is that Frank coming up the stairs to greet us? That's him. Can you sit off the other side? Join me at the top of this staircase. Touch the red side, or get close to the red side. And that device there.
Look back.
I'm scared.
Does anybody ever do EVP sessions anymore just on a table?
Are you gonna show yourself?
Follow.
I don't know.
Follow.
I feel like everybody depends now on
What do you want me to follow? I can't see you if you're in the hallway.
EMF detector and REM pod.
Can you step out into the center so I can see you? Or close the locker? There's something in the auditorium. Can you join me out here in the hallway? Dude, I feel so uneasy up here. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of noises going off. The fluxes.
Evil?
Evil? The fluxes have both.
He's
gone.
evil?
He's evil? Is this evil entity up here with us right now? Did you follow us upstairs?
God is real?
God is real?
That was two separate voices.
I'm gonna fire up Spirit Talker too, see if this gives us anything. I'm gonna put it right on this desk over here. Crank the volume.
Phone apps.
Do you want me to pray for you?
Yeah.
Is it the flux? Which one is it? It's the one at the bottom of the stairs again. Are you trying to lead me downstairs? This is really weird, dude. I don't know what to make of this. They're trying to lead me in both ends of the... I'm walking around you. No freaking way. I'm walking around you in the...
Quiet. That was a female voice?
Sorry.
Quiet? I think it was this one that went off. I missed it though. Am I being too loud in the hallway?
Yes.
We're running in the halls.
I'm sorry.
Give a hall pass.
I'm excited to talk to you. We've had a really incredible night so far. I don't mean any disrespect if I'm disturbing your classes, keeping you awake, whatever the situation is. But as I was saying, it's really weird, dude. It's like there's something downstairs trying to draw me downstairs. There's something in the doll room.
Stop. He's coming.
Stop, he's coming. There's just more noise down there. Sound like someone dragged their foot across the floor.
You know me so well.
Is there someone over by the doll room? Dude, the flux goes off. No freaking way.
Yes.
Which one is that? Is that in the room? Yeah, it's the one in the room again. No freaking way, dude. I'm like being led everywhere right now. There's so much going on. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I'm like I'm trying to make sense of everything that is going on. We're in the very beginning stages of our night here, and we've already had such incredible activity, dude. On request, device interactions, you know, Spirit Talker or the Estes aligning directly what we're talking about.
Time's up.
Yep.
Time's up for what?
You know.
Noise in there again? That sounded like an exhale, like a...
That was me.
Is the principal up here? Frank?
I couldn't make that out. It was a male voice, said a few words. It was quick. I just couldn't make it out.
How could you be so tired? Right
Trouble?
Am I trouble? I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to, again, distract from the classes. I'm not trying to get the kids in trouble.
Evil?
Evil, that's a little bit different. Is there trouble here? Did this negative entity just come out of the basement? Yo, portal? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what came up the stairs.
Be honest, I don't believe for a second there's a portal there.
Okay.
I don't. I do not think there's a portal there. I don't even know at this point if I feel like anything's even there at all. What have we seen?
In this specific video?
In either one of the videos we watched. We heard some random tapping noises in the Amy's Crypt video.
Mm-hmm.
And we heard their devices go off because it's all they've been doing this whole time is depending on
devices,
on REM pods and EMF detectors. They haven't like done any footwork stuff yet, and we're almost an hour into this thing.
Are we really?
It's been 45 minutes in, and all they've done is EMF, and now they're doing Estes method.
Could there be something there? Yeah, sure.
I'm not saying that there. I said I don't think there is.
Is there a portal? Probably not.
I don't believe there's a portal there.
Probably not.
I believe there's a portal in weird places like the Winchester Mansion, because that place is
crazy.
The history of it leading up to modern day and everything that happens there, it's all based on insanity. But
Ben says debunked. Hey,
what's
Ben.
up, Ben? I'm really having a hard time with this video. And it's not that I think these are bad guys, and I'm not saying that they're faking or anything. This just isn't the video for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Silver, we do this literally all the time when we watch videos.
Yeah,
we act like we're talking to these people, like they can hear us.
Actually, we'd probably be a lot worse about it, honestly, if there was nobody around.
Yeah.
Megan's already given me the look to keep my mouth shut a couple times. Because I'm just at that point where I'm kind of checked out. I'm already kind of checked out.
No worries, Ben. You're fine, buddy. We're here.
Yeah, no, you good, brother. Come in whenever you want. But I'm already just kind of over it. We're not even halfway through, and I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Because I want to like it because I remember liking them in the past, but I just don't like what it's become, and but that's me. You know, I'm not saying everybody has to feel the way I feel. This is just me. Because I enjoyed Amy's Crypts video.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really good yesterday.
I like how they investigate where it wasn't just devices. Sometimes they would just sit down and talk, and
they would pause for answers.
Yeah, and this just feels like a YouTube video, just
and
YouTubers.
They were like, "Hey, where could that noise have come from? Was that the wind outside?" Like,
and here it's like,
there's none of that.
That thing beeped randomly. Maybe it was answering the question we asked 2 questions ago. So I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
We'll see how far I make it, because it will hit a point where I'm just going to be done, and I won't be able to make it anymore.
He'll just exit out.
Yeah,
no warning. Just be like,
you guys will have to go follow Haunted Nights and watch their video for yourself to finish it.
Here's from the boiler room, maybe? I don't. Just spitball in here? Yeah, portal. Did something follow us from downstairs that means us harm? Oh, dude. That's the one.
I'm here. It was a female voice. It was under the static. It was like, I'm here.
The one facing the staircase goes off, and he goes, I am here.
I took my last breath here.
Female voice. Is this the librarian?
This game,
they have a lot of ads in this video.
you're not ready for it.
Like every 2 minutes.
Such a loud noise, dude. If this is a librarian, can you set off that flux near the doll room again for me, please?
Like they know what that is.
Okay, this one went off. Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Just flux, but
Okay, so this flux went off. That's not the one that I thought. Yo, dude, it's the one coming up the stairs.
it is every time.
Okay, this is actually like a horror movie right now.
What?
So we have evil, something that is trouble, you know, it's coming up here. A woman comes up here who I'm assuming is either the librarian or maybe one of the staff here. This person just went back down the stairs.
It's just been randomly.
So what if this was the negative thing? Beatrice comes up from that end, either through the portal or from downstairs. Whatever this negative entity is, goes back down the stairs. Doesn't want the smoke. Beatrice, is that what just happened? Did you just protect me from whatever this evil entity is?
You just make up a whole scenario.
This place is no joke, dude. I can't believe all of the activity we've already encountered. This is incredible. Beatrice, if you're still up here with me, can you please set off this flux right here near the doll room? Another noise over there. There's something on that staircase, dude.
Ruth?
Ruth? Is your name Ruth? Is Ruth the librarian?
Oh my god.
Dude, and the flux goes off. That's insane. You have to step in front of that. There's a 2-foot radius.
I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep over here.
I'm not saying you're insane. I was saying it's incredible what you're doing. You're responding to my questions, and I'm very appreciative. I'm sorry if I'm getting excited and scaring you, but
Excited.
this is incredible.
I feel like he's
If this is the librarian, can you set off that flux over by the doll room again?
He's excited, but he's been like this.
I just want to confirm that we're on the right path to getting your
It
name.
gets louder.
A little bit.
I would love to know how to properly address you.
Like that to properly dress you. Whoa, that was.
This is funny.
This is funny. I'm sure it looks very funny. Me freaking out, running up and down the hallway, trying to chase what you guys are doing. But again, I thank you for what you're doing right now. This is
The
incredible.
whole time, my dude.
You're very responsive, and I appreciate it. I understand it probably takes a lot of energy, and it's probably very difficult.
Don't come back?
I'm very happy.
Very different vibes. I'm very happy, and don't come back.
They are. Absolutely.
Okay, I won't come back down that area of the hallway, I guess.
He's coming?
Is that what
He's
it
coming
said?
again.
That's not what it said.
Don't go down that part of the hallway. He's coming.
She screams.
Why does she scream?
Because he's coming down the hallway again, and he's terrifying and demon.
All right, well, I'm going to go get
Screams.
Steve.
He's got to run.
I'm going to tap him
This
out.
devil's coming.
Careful.
It's very clear.
There's just no, I don't know if he dropped something. He said careful, and then there's a noise up there, dude.
I know.
Thank you again for speaking with us.
Like
Ruth?
being tappy noises.
Ruth,
Yep.
can you confirm if that's the librarian's name for me, please? Just before we head out? I would really appreciate it.
Case in point, in our house, we could both just be sitting there. We haven't moved in hours, just watching something. And once the atmosphere shifts, like if the heat kicks on or, it drops the temperature outside, stuff starts to shift
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
temperature changes in our house and it'll start making pops and noises all over the place.
Yep.
And this is an old school
You
that,
can hear it down here above you.
yeah,
It's mainly like the middle floor, I guess.
yes,
So you can hear it down here,
in
but
our
it's above you.
mansion.
And then when you're upstairs in like the living room and kitchen area, you can hear it, but I don't really hear anything upstairs.
I can hear it upstairs, but I hear it downstairs. Is the thing. It's always coming from the middle floor.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. And now you're in a building that's old. It's been around for over 100 years and it's been abandoned for a good portion, for a good while. And now people are coming through, but like it's gonna be susceptible to those atmospheric changes and temperature fluctuations, just like the place we live. It's gonna have bumps and stuff in the night. It's just gonna happen.
Ben wants a booze crew investigation.
Dude, I would
I
love
would love to do
We've been
that.
talking about it for years, but unfortunately, like we moved out here and we don't know anybody, and it's hard to go anywhere without our kids right now. So maybe
Yeah.
when they get older, if we're still doing podcasting and YouTube and all that, we will. Because I
Yeah.
would love to do that.
They wouldn't be down for that. They wouldn't want to go.
Our kids are very scared of all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tap him out now, okay? In here. Yep. Going up to where Steve is. I'm gonna tap him out. That's a crazy look. Is that what I look like? Touch. Can you touch him? Can you tap him out?
She's leaving.
Tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, she's got to go check on her kids. Here, I don't want her to miss any of this video, so I'll pause it. But yeah, it's no. Oh no. You'll make your way back. We'll watch together. It's I'll find a way. Hey man, if you could figure out how to get out here, and we could all figure out a place to go ghost hunting, and we could line everything up with getting the kids watched and everything, I'd be down for that. It'd be a lot of fun. I mean, we have been talking about doing paranormal investigations on this channel, or even just in the podcast, for almost since the beginning. But it's been hard trying to build a following, because case in point, I'm not willing to sacrifice who I am as a person just to gain subscribers and followers. I probably should, but I can't do it. I want to be myself to a certain extent. I mean, I do have to tone it back a little bit because, I don't want any kids to find this and think I'm a garbage person. But I'm always going to try to be honest. And honestly, right now, I'm dying watching this video. I don't know if these guys are legit or not, but that's not even the problem. The problem is this feels like it was made for a much younger audience that I'm not a part of. And I'm just not. I don't know what just happened on Megan's phone here. But I'm struggling. I'm just struggling to get through this. I am. We'll see what happens. Walkway. This isn't Forrest Gump. Man, it take you so long. Well, we appreciate you, man. We do. We know you're definitely part of that booze crew, man. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the best way to be because if you can't keep up the YouTuber persona, then what happens when one day when you can't, and then all the people who liked you because you were being fake leave one day? Was that our kids? It wasn't. Oh, it's
It's me to log in.
that's why. Yeah, something popped up.
Yeah.
Apparently, our son's watching us too.
He is. I gotta hold on.
Is it on the TV?
No, he's on his computer, but his account won't let him allow to type in the chat, and he wants to.
You're gonna let him type in the chat?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy.
So he'll be on my account.
Okay. Well, we'll try to keep it.
Why do you think I tell everyone in my streams I'm as real as I can get? Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to keep up a false persona forever.
Yep.
One day the cracks will show through, and I'm not gonna have to worry about that because I'm just gonna be myself. All right, we got to push through this because I really don't want to watch this anymore.
Yes, and I definitely want to come to Mississippi where all your stories come from, Ben.
Yeah, well, we've talked about
that would be awesome.
We've talked about it because we found quite a lot of haunted Mississippi, Alabama.
Yeah.
I've realized that
South.
Alabama, the Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, all those places seem to have a lot of haunted stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
One down there, one off.
Concentrate.
I know there's a lot going on. I'm sorry. I'm kind of all over the place. Can you tap Steve on the shoulder?
Knock. Who's there?
So we can head to our next session. All right, I'm gonna go tap him out.
Whew, that was a good one.
That was a good jump right there. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Wow, that was absolutely insane.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like it was like kind of sporadic in here.
So it was a mix of you, it was a mix of Spirit Talker and the fluxes going off. There's a knock up here. I don't know if one of these fell over.
This one is.
Yeah, okay, so when I said I was gonna come up and tap you out, I heard
This one's on the ground.
Yeah, and it tipped over.
I mean, they stand flat on the ground.
Right. They're just like
maybe,
that.
Maybe it was close to the chair.
It was kind of lean.
I don't know if it was leaning on it, but I mean, I didn't move.
Right. Well, either way.
He was asleep.
It was a mix between you, Spirit Talker, and the fluxes.
Yeah.
Basically, it seemed like possibly the librarian came up here.
Like up here?
Like just up in this hallway or up here possibly with you.
We don't have constant video of him. What if he just barely shifted in a chair? Because when he put the light back down, did you see how close he put it to the chair?
Yep.
So if he would have moved at all, it would have knocked it over.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, not necessarily faking, just building up. Yes? Hello? What? I'll
be right
You. There's something evil up here.
Oh.
One end of the hallway, the flux would go off. The other end of the hallway, the flux would go off. So it was almost.
Flux is going off.
So it's almost like the evil thing was coming up one side, and then Ruth, we think.
I got Ruth twice.
Yeah.
It was a female voice that said it both times.
I'm thinking that's the librarian.
It said it was two separate female voices, and it didn't say, it was just like Ruth.
But it was insane. There was a lot of stuff going on. There was movement. There was the fluxes going off. Estes and Spirit Talker were like going back and forth, lining up with each other. It was freaky. All right.
So we'll try to build on that and see if it is maybe Ruth is a librarian, because we got pretty much confirmed what they got with the principal, Frank.
Yeah.
And maybe Ruth. We'll have to see if they got that name at all, maybe at some point, and see if we can get it throughout the rest of the night and the other spots that we do in our solos, because those are coming up, guys. You're not going to want to miss these solos. They're going to be pretty crazy. So. Let's get into it.
I've yet to see.
Yeah, see, you're gonna want to witness.
You're gonna want to witness.
Like what we saw yesterday, because yesterday, when we watched Amy's Crib, I mean, it was about the same kind of stuff that these guys are getting. Only Amy and Jared weren't claiming that it was like super crazy. They had a couple times where they felt, like I don't know if uncomfortable is the right word, but they did have a couple times where they felt weird. But I'm personally not seeing what's happening that's so crazy here. To me, I've heard some random equipment go off at random times, and a light fell over that was too close to his chair. So I'm not real sure.
Witness these solos. We're getting into our next spot right now, and let's see if we can keep this going.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we were just talking off camera. We figured that we should go up to the library and try to figure out the librarian's name for sure.
Right, maybe it is Ruth.
Yeah, I got a couple different names on Spirit Talker, but Ruth came through multiple times,
Yeah.
so.
And it was a female voice every time.
Yeah.
So let's get up there, see if we can make contact. We'll do some EVPs. We haven't done any of those tonight.
Right.
We use the DR60s. We have the music box again, the REM pod, because that was working in the first session. And we'll go from there before it is time for solos.
Exciting stuff.
All right, so back in the library. You set that up. I'll set the music box up out here.
Yeah.
Put it down this hallway.
What's our sun type?
Here we go. All right, so we got that all set up. Let's see if we can make contact with either the librarian, maybe Ruth,
Right.
or
Custodian.
maybe Frank's here again, custodian. So I also just realized we didn't introduce ourselves on that all tonight, did we?
No.
Hi, my name is Steve.
Well, I mean, I did.
This is Dylan.
Hi.
My name's
Hi,
Steve.
guys.
My name is.
We're just here to talk to you and learn about the history here. So far, we think we've talked to the principal at one point, Frank, and
Thank you.
we think the librarian may be named Ruth.
What Sam and Cole.
We're trying to figure out, some of the names of you guys that are here, so we can tell our friends who own the building now, because they want to know who's here, so they can talk to you and let everybody else know that you are here. We seem to have gotten the name Ruth. We seem to have gotten the name Ruth. We seem to have gotten the name Ruth, possibly, a minute ago.
I didn't hear.
So if Ruth is
I
here,
kind of did, but to me it also sounded like...
could you interact with one of the devices we have set up, please?
But it was super faint.
We have a red light over on this table right here. If you touch the top of it, it's going to light up and make some noise. We also have a device in the hallway where if you walk in front of it, play some music. It's pretty cool. It seemed like upstairs you interfered with something that was coming to get me.
Most nice one.
Yeah.
See a lot of stuff still in here. You got books. These are a bunch of cards.
Was that the floor?
No.
No.
What was that? That wasn't the music box. That was like a...
There was like a... Yo, one of the last things that Spirit Talker said is she screams.
She screams?
Yeah.
I couldn't... And now the music box goes off
That's
in this
facing
hallway.
that way.
That's down the hall.
Did we just hear you scream?
It was sound like a... oh.
Yeah.
It's like a singing almost. I'm not much of a singer. That was my best impression. But... what the hell was that? And again... Is this Ruth? Are you down at the end of the hallway? That's behind us.
Yeah, that was what was happening the entire Estes.
Anything.
Glad I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like, I'm listening.
Ruth, can you step in front of this little music box again for me, please? That's you?
Like,
Is there a ghost in there?
Frank, is this you?
Yeah, maybe.
We talked to you a little
But
earlier.
I don't think they're doing a proper investigation.
If it is you, again, can you step out into this hallway here, right in front of this device, so it lights up and plays that
I'm just
song?
like, if they're hearing stuff, they need to isolate it. And
Unless this is the not so nice thing.
I don't hear any of it.
Right.
So to me, it just looks like...
Are you trying to scare us out of here?
Did you hear that? What's that?
Yeah, ghosts are spooky.
I don't know what that noise was.
No.
I was over here saying, look at all these cool old cards, like these old library cards.
One of the students here with us?
It's like the Dewey Decimal Index cards. I think that's what that's...
It's in the hallway again.
Can you join us in the library? Oh man, did you hear that? Yeah.
You ever have a clip you just want to share with your friends? You can't go back in the game and the replay's gone forever. Outplayed has one step, which is just...
Oh man, did you hear that? Yeah. Oh man, did you hear that? Yeah. It's like,
It's
That was a female voice.
yeah. It's still going, yeah.
Hello?
You heard that?
It's above us.
Did you hear that? It was like,
I think it's above us.
that sounded like humming or singing again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop reenacting it because that's not good. I'm not a good singer.
If you're upstairs and you can hear us, can you join us down in the library?
Holy,
I heard that,
that's
yeah.
footsteps. That was literally
loud.
just walking right there. It was multiple. It was like,
An hour into this, it's the first time something has
Hello?
happened. I've been like, oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's still down there. Are you coming upstairs? Sure sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're on the stairs.
We go a like on this.
Just footsteps.
We're just walking.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
What is on the stairs? That's literally right there.
I triple dog dare you.
It is hard to hear. We have headphones on and it's hard to hear.
Footsteps.
That was
yeah.
above us this time. That sounded like it was directly above us.
So what if it was going upstairs? the
Right,
entire
instead of
time?
coming down. Or it came up those and then went up those.
Right.
Again, like one footstep could be
Music box.
He's back.
numerous amounts of things.
After we hear it on the stairs. So maybe it was going down the stairs.
Yeah.
And that's right there.
here.
How many of them are here? Like, again, there's no reason all of a sudden for that to be going off.
This is what happened upstairs though when you were under Estes. It was like two different entities went up either staircase and they were almost like fighting back and forth.
There's literally no
Yay,
reason
get
for
out,
that
go
all of
for
a
it,
sudden now
Silver.
to
Go
just be
home.
going off.
Go home and chill.
Can you step out of the hallway so that stops? There's nothing there. Like, that's been sitting there. And,
Right.
I like the music boxes. I really do like the music boxes.
They always have it pointed at some kind of window or light or something.
Something that could set it off.
Yeah, have you noticed that?
Yeah,
It's
oh, yeah.
always pointed
Oh,
at
yeah.
something. I just noticed that. It's interesting.
not going off. It did those two little ones at the beginning. And then we hear all this movement on the stairs down there and it starts going off like this.
Right.
And it's the same thing as upstairs. It just stands there. It's like it's standing in front of it.
Hear me out. I think this place might be haunted.
Bad news, guys. You bought a school and it's haunted.
It's not that scary.
In case you didn't know.
Surprise.
It's meant to sound spooky.
Can you step away from this box really quick?
It's just
I know it probably sounds kind of silly asking you to step in front of it and step away. We want to be able to use it to talk to you.
But that's the same thing. It's the same thing as the first session.
Right.
It doesn't really go off. A couple times, like on command, it does. And then all of a sudden, it's like this other thing comes up and just stands right in front of it and doesn't move.
Right.
I don't know what to make of that.
No.
It's literally like something just comes up and stands in front of it.
Right.
We know that the librarian, the principal, and the janitor are here, and they care very much about the children
Oh, why aren't they
that went to this school and that are still here.
like going around?
We think the principal's name is Frank.
In front of it, or repositioning it, or
We would love to
turning
know
it away,
the librarian's name and the janitor's name.
batteries.
We think the librarian might be Ruth.
at all.
Yeah.
Silver hair.
We've been hearing a female out here humming and singing. That could be anybody, I guess, right? Like,
Right. That's what I said. Like, I got a few different names on Spirit Talker, and then you said Ruth. So I'm like, what if these are students?
could be students, could be teachers.
Right.
I
Or
mean,
staff, yeah. But like Sam was saying, maybe
You are.
they don't want to be named.
they can't. But that's the negative thing, right?
Right.
Like the negative entity doesn't want to be named because then you get control over them or whatever.
Right.
Why don't we go in the library and we'll do a couple EVPs and see if we can get more solid answers about maybe if that's her name.
Right. See what's going on.
All right. I'm gonna stand kind of by the door, I guess.
Yeah, I'll stand over
You
here.
stand over there, and we'll just see if we can get whoever it might be.
Okay.
All right, let's do some EVPs. I'm actually gonna set mine on the railing to the stairs.
So I used to want that recorder.
Is it like the older one,
The
right?
Panasonic,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe.
yeah.
What is this? So this is a highly regarded device for EVPs. There's a video out there where they have completely debunked this thing because what it does is it only records when it hears noises, but the problem is that it will also make noises sound like voices. So it plays back things that sound like other things, basically. But there's videos about this specific recorder, and like now people won't even use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a select group of YouTubers who will now use it, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, most people who do investigations
Okay,
have
here, that's
multiple
gonna be right.
devices, lots of different things that they use. And yes, we plan on doing a Q&A live.
One day, in the future, the long, faraway future.
Because we've been hearing so much movement on the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a device right here on the end of the stairs. Dylan has one in the library. All they do is record your voice, okay? They make it a little bit easier for us to hear
Plan
you.
on doing a Q&A.
Eventually,
So on the count of three,
once we gain more,
we're going to record on them.
but
Come up into them and speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. And try to answer our questions, okay?
Week 2. I get it.
1, 2, 3. Can we please have the librarian's name?
Is there some sort of battle going on right now in this school?
Who is Frank?
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Do you like that we're here to talk to you and try to get these answers?
What is the janitor's name?
Can you say Farrar?
Dude, they went to school there.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes, Frank is a ghost. So they say.
I don't know what that says, Dan, but nothing super clear. Maybe a couple little whispers, but nothing super clear. That last thing seems like it was the closest.
Yeah.
But still not really clear.
If you guys think you can make out what they're saying, make sure you drop a comment down below with a timestamp. Let us know.
What is that?
Ooh, that's weird, yeah.
Play it one more time. Hold on. She won't tell you. It goes, she won't tell you. She won't tell you.
Is there some sort of battle going on right now at school?
Yes, there is. It's like 3 or 4 words.
Is there some sort of battle going on right now at school?
Yeah, I can't. I can't tell what that is either. So it sounds like she won't tell you.
Right.
There's some answer after the battle question, and then there's kind of an answer after that last one too, but we can't make it out.
Right.
She won't tell you is interesting.
I mean, like the whole vibe I've been getting from the last session and this session, it seems like the triad are trying to protect the students from whatever this negative entity is, which lines up with exactly what they got as well.
What they were seeing here.
Right.
I'm wondering why she won't give the name though.
Right.
Why would she not give her name?
Right. If she's one of the good guys or whatever,
right.
Why won't she do that?
Unless she just doesn't trust us. She doesn't trust them. She doesn't trust us. She doesn't know them. She doesn't know us. It's our first time here. That was their.
It's just like those reels that have like 4 different phrases,
Yes.
and whichever one you're reading is what you hear, and
It's
can change.
same sound. The same sound is going, but what you're reading makes it sound different.
It's all in a rhythm.
Yep.
Ba-doom, 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 and just depending on what you're reading, you hear it. It's the same thing. I didn't look at the screen, so I didn't know what they were putting up there, and I didn't hear anything.
I didn't either.
I couldn't hear anything.
It just sounded like that in between.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
No.
Her first time there, you know what I mean? So it's like maybe she's got to get to trust people a little bit more before she does that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's strange though. But it's interesting that you had more clear stuff in here than I did out there.
Right. Maybe this is like a safe room of some sort.
Right.
You know,
this is where she hangs out more so maybe when that thing is around, and it seems like something came up and just stood there.
Right.
So maybe that's why she's in here. I don't know. That's really, really weird.
I was saying upstairs, this place is the real deal, guys.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It really did surprise us. Like, You know, we have off nights at places, we have quiet nights at places, and you just have to be there on the right night for it to be active. And it's been active since we started. Like the minute we started, nonstop stuff.
But I think it's about that time.
Awesome.
Time for solos. So as we kind of teased in the beginning of the video, Steve is going down to the boiler room. We're going to use the ropes that Colby was tied up in, and he's going to basically replicate Colby's experience, see if he can have the same thing happen to him. I'm gonna go upstairs. I was getting some crazy stuff in the auditorium area and around the spooky doll room. So I'm gonna go up there, walk around, see if they still wanna talk to me up there.
Right, you could probably do some more EVPs and stuff. We're gonna bring some equipment down with me. I'm getting tied up to a chair in the boiler room, in the dark, in infrared, at Farrar, and let's see what we get.
Let's get into it.
Why?
All right, guys, it is that time. As you can see, I'm getting tied to the chair down here in the basement, in the boiler room, right where Colby was tied, using the same rope in the exact same spot, seeing if maybe the attachment jumps over and is still here, whatever affected him in this area. I'm gonna be in infrared, so it's gonna be completely pitch black down here. We actually have the thermal camera running right over here next to it as well, so we'll be able to see if there's any hot or cold spots down this creepy hallway or near me. We have the dead bell on a chair behind the camera, and the flux will also be in this hallway. He's gonna be 3 floors above me, up near the auditorium and where we just kind of were a little bit ago. He was getting some good stuff up there while I was under for Estes. So I'm gonna be down here until he lets me out, I guess. And he's gonna finish tying me up here the rest of the way up my shoulders and tie it tight, and then
that's gonna be all she wrote. Hopefully I can get to the bottom of who, maybe the custodian, who the librarian is. Comfortable?
It's so comfortable. It's cold down here. Also, this rope is around my legs, my midsection, and my arms.
Nice little shoelace knot there.
Yeah, okay. So if the chair falls over, I'm going with it.
Well,
so
we get the flux spider up here for you.
Thanks.
I think being anywhere.
All right, good luck upstairs. I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show the viewers really quick what you are about to see for however long now.
I forgot about that part. Wow.
The only light he has from down here is from the flux right there.
That's awesome.
Good luck. I'm sure you're gonna have a ton of fun down here.
Yeah.
Guess I'll be heading upstairs.
Enjoy your walk.
Super fun.
How do I get in these situations?
All right, guys. So
crazy experiences they're having. When have they happened? We've been watching this for a while now.
Yeah.
When have they happened? Because I haven't seen any crazy experiences yet.
Yeah.
Outside of some off chance occurrences where, you know, some of the detectors go off and then not Steve, but the other guy has kind of did a Mad Libs and filled in his own storyline.
That is my least favorite thing that people do while they're investigating is fill in their own storyline when you get a word or a phrase or something. And I personally like Estes methods. I like them a lot. I know you're very skeptical, but I would take them 100% over a phone app.
I've become super skeptical of like everything over the past
Every
year and a
device
half.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Just because there's so many people out there now that are like not taking it at face value anymore, and they're making videos where they're testing all this equipment, and a lot of it is not accurate.
Or like the twins making their own.
Yeah, there's more than just the twins making their own.
Oh,
because
I know.
Cody Desbians of Cody and Satori, he makes his own.
Is that his last name?
Desbians, yeah.
Oh, shows how much I pay attention.
He makes his own also.
Oh, I remember because we watched the thing and he like used to do it back in the day, but I didn't know he was still doing that.
So I mean,
Interesting.
These are
wrong show.
No, I'm just trying to think
No.
of
Ben said wrong show.
Oh. What's the wrong show?
Are you talking about this show that we're watching?
Or Twin
Is this the wrong show?
There's just too many videos now of people debunking, or maybe not fully debunking, but showing the flaws in the majority of this equipment.
Yeah.
And that's where my skepticism comes in. I'm not saying that they could never catch paranormal evidence, but what I'm saying is that there's a lot of room for error. And that's what will always make me question it until we have something that does work. It is a pseudoscience right now because there's no real way to prove that any of this stuff actually does work. And there's really no way to prove that any of this stuff is real.
And What I find more interesting is when people try to, when they're using these devices, like a lot of people do, so many people do, but when they're like trying to turn them off, turn it back on, stepping in front of it to make sure that it works, to make sure that it's calibrated beforehand,
and that's something we're lacking in this video.
100%. But that's what makes it feel like a real and true paranormal investigation to me,
because they're
when they
using
use those devices.
they're using the equipment at hand, but they're also not taking it at face value immediately, and they're trying to find out other causes of what these things could be. And we're not getting that in this video.
No.
We're just getting, it went off, it's a ghost. It scanned a word and it said, they're coming. That means there's an evil entity coming down the hallway. Stuff like that.
Says who?
So I think if there was a little less of that in this video, I'd probably be more into it.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
because we're not getting that, I'm really struggling. I've been ready to give up on this video for almost a half an hour. I'm dying here.
I am heading up back to where we just were. Hopefully I can figure out who the librarian is. Maybe I can ask about the custodian. I don't know. I'm gonna run some different apps.
Lord, thanks for popping in.
Is this the best survival game ever made?
Get some good sleep.
This is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized.
That heat, that sun.
Going to try some EVPs. We'll see what we get. I feel so uneasy walking up these stairs, dude. I don't know if it's because I know what happened when Steve wasn't under Estes, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Guess who's back? Sure, you're so excited to see me.
Shady's back.
Oh, I thought thought the bowling pin was gone. It is still, in fact, there. All right, guys, so as I'm sure you know if you've watched the channel for a while, we don't do solos in regular light, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go lights out. This is what I'm about to see for my solo.
Yeah.
You ready? Wow. This place is dark. All right, hi. I'm back. My name is Dylan.
You know what this video is missing?
I was just up here not too long ago with my friend Steve.
At least there'd be something better to make fun of. His drama would keep it entertaining.
I'm gonna fire up GhostTube Vox real quick from our good friends Amy and Jared from Amy's Crypt. Let's see.
Yeah, they're talking about the
They're having a what? I can't even see you right now.
word.
Can you give me your name so I know how to properly address you? My name is Dylan. What's your name? Sorry, I didn't quite catch. Kind of cold out? What did that say? Right? Yeah, I guess so. Felt like someone just. Dude, it said look out. It felt like someone just grabbed my hand. Not even capping right now. Felt like a kid, honestly. Like when a kid is trying to guide you somewhere and they just kind of like pull on your hand. Not even joking. I switched hands for my camera and it felt like a kid was just like grabbing like my pinky, like the left side of my hand, you know what I mean? That was such a weird sensation, dude. Did you just touch my hand? It's okay if you did.
I'm supposed to try and pull him by the ear.
No cap.
Sorry, I got kind of excited there. Got kind of loud.
Skibbity.
Ohio Riz.
Skibbity Ohio Riz.
Oh.
Is it okay that I'm up here right now? Steve is down in the boiler room.
I'm in my basement.
I don't know what that's saying. Find him? Is Ruth up here? Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Def.
Ruth, can you say hi for me, please?
Hey, yo.
Dude, it feels so weird up here. I don't know how to describe it.
Great question.
It's just uneasy. I feel like I'm waiting for something, like it's in a horror movie, you know, when the score is pitching up. It's like I'm waiting for someone to pop out, waiting for a door to slam. Hopefully it doesn't, but I mean, that would be cool.
I hope he would know we're making fun of it. He lives with us.
I know.
Is it okay that I'm up here alone? I might switch it out, go back to Spirit Talker. I will try out some Spirit Talker. Because I was getting good stuff with it up here last time as well.
For like 15 more minutes.
All right.
Doesn't do something.
Spirit Talker is firing up right now.
It doesn't capture my
Set it right where it
I'm gonna
was.
have to kill this video. I can't. I don't know if I can do this much longer.
There we go. All right, again, I have the same device that I had up here earlier that you seem to be able to talk
How does
through.
everybody feel about we end this video here? And unless anybody's super intrigued, then we'll watch
If you want to give me your name, if you want to give me a message, just use that, okay? I also have the silver box that I can use. This is the auditorium. We're hearing a lot of noises.
Feel like
I don't know if I want to see where I'm going or
if things have changed has concluded.
this is just like, I got to show you guys how dark this is. This is insane. Like, look at that. You can't see anything. I just said something about here.
What are you doing? Stop it.
A woman here. Okay, is this Ruth?
Rizzing you up.
Are you back up here with me?
Can we go back to 2000s, please?
Yo, what's up?
We're trying to figure out the names of the principal, the janitor, the custodian, and the librarian. To understanding the principal.
I've had enough. I can't anymore. I just can't do it. Like I have fallen so, like, my interest is so gone at this moment that I can't anymore. It's killing me.
Yeah.
Let me switch over here. So, and go. Why am I not getting the video back?
Hello?
There we are. Okay, so I originally wanted to do this to, yeah,
Okay,
there's a delay, Megan.
Looking.
I originally wanted to do this to see if there were going to be changes. I'm overall, there's really not.
No.
They have given some names to some of the entities, but not because of anything historically accurate or anything. They've just given them names. And they've now alluded to stuff being more, maybe possibly being evil. That's fine. Whatever. Um, I'm actually really surprised that they haven't added stories to this by now. I think I'm all good as far as watching anything Farrar related from here on out. And I was talking to Megan today about going live either every other day or every other day, or whenever I can. And I want to start looking at maybe some of the history of the places that we've talked about in prior podcast, or maybe we can watch some videos on what I was saying earlier about the equipment testing, or maybe just small stories of stuff like that, uh, or paranormal stories that maybe won't fit. I don't know, just stuff to watch together. So I think I'm going to start doing that. We're going to be a little more consistent. I'll probably have to let everybody know what time every day, because it'll have to be, when I don't know. It's just gonna be when I don't have a lot going on, so I can just come down here, bang it out, and still be able to get everyday stuff done.
I won't be able to be on every day,
No.
but you will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be the thing. A lot of them will just be me.
So if anybody has any ideas or suggestions on what you might want to watch or research or
I'm not
whatever.
researching nothing. We're gonna watch videos.
You know what I mean, though. Like you were talking about,
I'm
like,
gonna come
looking up
down
the
here.
history of
I'm gonna
things.
well, yeah, but like watching videos about the history of places.
Right.
So like, I honestly would like to do like the Danvers video that I actually researched from. I think that would be cool. Or the original video of the the Aleister Crowley house. I think that would be cool.
Mr.
Stop, man.
I can't help it.
Actually, I don't know if we get copyright doing live. I don't know how that works, if I'm being honest.
That was less than 2 seconds. So
it should have been 0. But I'll let you know. It will be consistent at some point, but it's just going to be a lot of randomness, but it's going to still revolve around paranormal. And I've even thought about maybe doing some gaming streams and maybe downloading like I forget the name of the game, but it's a ghost hunting game. It looks fun.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Plasmophobia. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Just I just want to do random things. Hell, maybe I'll even play my medieval city builder and just sit here and talk to everybody. I don't know. Would just be lots of different fun things. We'll just hang out.
Yeah.
Just stuff.
Do all the things.
And I want to figure out a way to like incorporate the lives into becoming the podcast. So there might be lives where we do it more podcast style, but because we're live, we're going to be able to interact with people as we're telling the story.
Yeah.
So I think that could be cool. I think it's time for a change. We've been doing the same thing for years.
Yep.
And I think it's time for a change. It's time to make things a little bit different and see if that's a better route to go.
Agreed.
But I think this is where we're going to end this one.
I think so too.
What do you say? You want to get out of here?
Yeah, I need to take a shower and go to bed.
Yeah, I want to go watch Forge on Fire.
Okay, you watch TV. I gotta go to bed.
You've got time. But anyways, guys, we appreciate everybody for showing up. I know this is like weird because we did it later than we would normally do, and we just wanted to try it a little different. Yeah. We'll probably stick to earlier in the day, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But you never know unless you try it. But we will catch you guys on the flip side.
All right.
I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what that's from. No.